When do you want to have kids? I need a hot minute, you guys. Japan is great. Not for a honeymoon. How many carats is your ring, natural or lab? That's a great question. Hi you guys, it's Bella. Welcome to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have posted. My last video was a huge Louis Vuitton haul. I came back with a bang because that's your favorite video to see literally quite ever. I got so many comments for that video. So of course I delivered, but I cannot continue just going into YouTube without giving you guys a deep dive on my life, answering your most asked questions. I put up a poll on my Instagram and also on YouTube to ask me any question. I will answer it. So many life changes have happened in this past 6 months, and I owe it to you to give you a rundown on what's been happening because you guys have supported me for so many years, and I'm just so excited to be back. And I made myself a very yummy matcha from Japan. We went there for our honeymoon, and I brought back so much matcha from Kyoto. Look at this color. It's unmatched. It is so perfect and so yummy. All right, let's get into it. When do you want to have kids? That is a great question. I have actually many questions about that. I need a hot minute, you guys. I am in the peak of my career. I love what I am doing right now. And I feel like in this moment, obviously, like, you know, when you want to have kids, right? Like, it's like that burning desire and that feeling. And of course, I have that feeling with Joey because of course I want like an addition of him and of me, and I want to foster that together. But the selfishness for me, like, I don't want to feel selfish when I have a kid, right? And you have to be selfless when you have a kid, as a mother, as a father, etc., etc. But right now I'm gonna be selfish. I'm 25 years old. I'm in an amazing position in life and I'm so thankful for that. And I want to take advantage of that. I am, again, in the peak of my career, absolutely loving it. I am back on social media. And then I also the vice president of Goria Corporation, which is the #1 fire safety product in the nation. And it is amazing. It is amazing what I do. I love it. And I just do not have the time right now to take care of a little one. Obviously, if it happened, I would do it, but like intentionally planning it and trying it, not happening right now. Joey and I have a lot of life that we want to live together, and I feel like that's absolutely fair and okay for us to have right now. We're not in any rush. If it happens, it happens. That's amazing. But if it can be preventable right now, I would like for it to be preventable because I am not ready. I want to spend my life and the next few years with him, growing our relationship and our marriage and making it as strong as possible and preparing our bodies for the toll that pregnancy gives you. And then from that point on, once you have the baby, bro, you're locked in. Like, that's literally something that you take care of for the rest of your life. And I just want to make sure I am ready for that. Have you given up on YouTube for good? Miss your hauls on here? I haven't, but yes, this past 6 months, it was a lot of like different variables. So like obviously wedding planning was a lot while also having a full-time job, and then also trying to really pursue TikTok a little bit more. And then on top of that, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to foster a good relationship with my fiance during that period of time because obviously we're married. There were just like a lot of factors, and then also my editor decided to not work for a little bit, and so it was hard for me because I didn't have like a backup plan, and it was hard to like back up and pivot during such a crazy time in my life. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just take this time to really soak in this fiance era and this bridal era and just like plan the wedding and do good at my work and that sort of thing. But we're back on track now. I'm so happy. I love my editor so much. She is one of the most kindest and hardworking people that I have known without ever meeting, and I'm happy to have her back on the team. I love you. So we're back in action, 1 video a week, because really that's all I can do right now with everything else that I am jumbling in life, because social media is not my full-time job. I do other things. So yeah, I'm not quitting. I am back. Just took me a little bit of time, and the joy is back. I am happy. I'm here and I'm alive. How was your honeymoon? The honeymoon was amazing. I will say Japan is great. Not for a honeymoon. It's great for like a regular trip. We're definitely gonna redo our honeymoon next year because Joey and I are like, we want a little bit something more relaxing, but it was amazing. The culture was beautiful. We met one of the most amazing people again in my life, Naomi-san. She was our tour guide for a really good amount of the trip. We were there for almost 3 weeks. So she was, I'm gonna cry. I love Naomi so much. She is such a beautiful person. She poured into us so much love and knowledge throughout the time that we were in Japan. And just like encountering those people, it always feels like God is like forever in our favor. And it's such a beautiful thing. I love her so much. I keep up with her still. Naomi is phenomenal. We have invited her to the States, and we are hoping, Naomi, I know you're watching this, that she's going to visit us one day. She would love to see beautiful Florida. It was a great trip. The best part was was meeting the people that we did, and honestly, like just getting to like free reign with Joey was so much fun. Our parents came with us, our friends also came with us, and then they left, and then it was just Joey and I for a week. The week that I had with Joey was the best because we were just able to like really soak in our honeymoon, but it was obviously amazing with everyone else as well. So many good memories that we all created together. Did you have post-wedding blues? This is actually from my really good friend Tyler, who was at the wedding. Yes, I literally did not know what to do with my life after the wedding. I was just like depressed. I had planned something for so long, obviously with my amazing wedding planner, and then it just all of a sudden, the 2-day wedding flew by, and I was like, what do I do with my life now? Like, is there something for me to plan? And then I'm like, wait, I worked so hard on all of this. I feel like I can take a break right now and just like live my life and enjoy all this stuff. But I did have post-wedding blues, and I still think about it all the time because it was such an anticipation working up to seeing everyone and like being with everyone and obviously getting married. Those feelings, like that adrenaline is just like beautiful and so fun. But like obviously it's gone, and I'm so thankful for all the events that happened throughout the wedding. I just do really miss it, and it was very like blue and depressing afterwards because I was like, it's over, like just like that everyone leaves, and just like that we're married, like what do we do now? I guess like we just like work on our marriage. So it was definitely a little sad for me, but definitely like very thankful for everyone that I had at the wedding. That was just, it was so much fun. I want to do like a little wedding breakdown series on TikTok. A couple people asked me, how has married life been? It's phenomenal. I love Joey. I love the relationship that we have together. It's been definitely an adjustment. There's a lot of like things that you don't really like think about when you're going into marriage. Like obviously like I've lived alone for years, had my own apartment. I bought this house by myself, and then I just kind of like was here all on my own. Like all the closets were filled with all my clothes. And then I had to learn like, oh, maybe like one, maybe I don't need all these clothes. Maybe I need to stop shopping. Number two, it's now his place too because we are one. So like need to make room, need to make sure that he feels at home. I feel like that's been like the biggest thing, and that's literally just because like I'm a shopper. It's in my DNA. But other than that, like married life is phenomenal. When you do it with the right person, it just like exceeds all expectations. When your one goal is to grow together, it's elite. Have you been eyeing houses? Do you guys plan on buying a house? That's a great question. I actually bought this house when I was 22. I'm now 25 and I love it. It is a great house, living beautifully here in Tampa. I love it here so much. But yeah, I was just tired of renting. I just hated living with other people like around me. I just wanted my own space, and I was at a point where like I can buy a house, and I did. So this is not our forever home, definitely not, but it is great for now, and we are loving it and we're taking care of it. Anything that went wrong at your wedding? Yeah, there were like definitely a few things that went wrong. Hair and makeup took forever. Obviously it turned out amazing on all of us girls. We had a professional hair and makeup team, but it took forever. It took way longer than we thought. Also the venue, we were supposed to get in at 7 a.m. and they said that they didn't have us down for that first extra hour. They only had us coming at 8. So we got there at 7, took 45 minutes to get in. Didn't have a lot of time to film like the transition videos I wanted to film on TikTok and that sort of thing. So those are like a few things that went wrong. Other than that, I definitely knocked down a candle when I was walking down the aisle because my dress was so huge. And I don't know, anything else that went wrong? I can't really think of anything else that went wrong. I didn't fall down the stairs when I walked down the stairs. So I'm so thankful for that because I hadn't practiced that with a big old dress and some 5-inch Louboutin heels. That was tough. And I had like the straightest face. I was like, the whole time like walking down those stairs, but nothing like crazily went wrong. That's like the biggest thing is just like time, which that's like so common for so many weddings. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? That's amazing. Obviously continuing to grow an amazing, strong foundation with Joey and our marriage. And then past that, like definitely building our dream house, which it's gonna happen soon, you guys. We're gonna be building our dream house. It's gonna be amazing. But that's really it. I mean, like obviously staying here in Florida. Florida is like the best place ever. Obviously still going to Disney all the time and having so much fun doing that. But yeah, I mean, just like being the best version that I can be for myself, for Joey, for our future kids, being healthy, being happy, and just living our best Florida life. That's where I see myself and Joey in the next 5 years. What's your favorite wedding moment? Obviously, I feel like if I don't say marrying Joey, like everyone's gonna look down on me. Obviously, that's like a top tier moment. But another one of my favorite moments was having the sofra. It is a Persian tradition, and that's where these 7 women that I have chosen who have made such big impacts in my life came up and they did like a sugar ceremony. The veil is held over your head. They rub sugar. And then I had our pastor who officiated us say a little paragraph that I wrote about each woman and what they mean to me, what they've done in my life. So bringing my culture into it, that was just so special because I wouldn't be where I am without those women pouring life into me. Joey wouldn't have this version of me if it weren't for them. So to honor them on a day where it's supposed to be about you felt so special to give back to them in that moment and let them be a part of that. What's your favorite married couple purchase? Ooh, we just bought Trek bikes and they're phenomenal. We actually like bought them and then we Ubered to the store and biked home on Bayshore. It was phenomenal. That's been the best because we get to spend quality time together and we get to like be active together, be in the Florida sun, get tan, explore trails. That's just like so peak, so fun. But I will say anything like with my husband is just like the best time ever. What's your greatest frontal lobe thought? That's a great question. My greatest frontal lobe thought now that I'm 25 is life is hard, marriage isn't. I feel like that is something that is like heavily ingrained in my mind right now. Life is hard. There's so many factors in life that tear you down, but like marriage shouldn't be that way. You should be married to someone who makes your life easier, happier, who you can lean on. And that's what I did. And I'm so happy about that. So I feel like that's like been the biggest thing and like the biggest thought in my mind throughout every single day is that life is so tough, marriage shouldn't be. And if it is, there's some things to fix. What advice would you give someone starting their fitness journey? This is another great question. I would probably say to honestly track those calories. I know it's controversial. For me, it's helped so much to realize like what I was overeating. Yes, I was eating healthy, but you can also like overeat healthy food, right? Like avocado is great for you, but copious amounts of it, not so good for you. Track those calories. Make sure you're hitting your protein goal. But yeah, that's the tea. Who's your current inspiration? This girl from 3 years ago, large and in charge and super depressed, super unhappy, freaking binge eating everything. This girl's my inspiration because this is where I am now and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself. So I think about her every day. I look at her every day. I'm like, yeah, you're my inspiration to never be back there and to pick myself up and do better. How'd you and your husband meet? Through my cousin, Cassidy. Her husband and Joey came down for an XFL game when I was a freshman in college. I was in second semester. It was February of 2020. They were like, hey, you guys wanna go to Green Lemon with us? And it's like a very popular restaurant here in Tampa. And I was like, yeah, of course, like I'll meet you guys. Had the hots for him. I saw him and I was like, oh! And I had never liked anyone. I had never dated anyone. My parents always taught me you date for the intention of marriage, which obviously I did. First boyfriend, last boyfriend. And I like had the hots for him. I thought he was so cute. He liked me that night and we kind of kept up with each other. Time went on. Every summer I'd visit my cousin, he would be there. And then he prayed for me, literally prayed for me. And 2 weeks later we started talking and then we started dating and then he proposed and now we're married. So that's kind of like the rundown of the story on how we met. What made you to decide to have a big wedding? Knowing that we have so many friends and so many family members. Well, first of all, my family frickin' took up like 70 people because I have a big fat Persian family. And so like there was just like so many people. And then I've got cousins and then I've got so many other people. And you gotta think like my brother's already married, right? So then we gotta count in their spouses and that was great. All fine and dandy, no issues with that. Love my sister-in-laws, but there's like so many additives, right? And there's been so many people that have poured into both of our lives that we really wanted there. And I've always dreamt of having a big wedding. I mean like God forbid a girl like wants to be the center of attention. I just like always dreamt of it and I had it and I loved it and it was very luxurious and it was very beautiful and it was extremely cultured, which is such a flex. I love my culture so much. I love the Middle Eastern culture. So that was just like probably the greatest thing ever was having a big wedding. I mean, like I know it's not for everyone. It was for me and I loved it. I loved having all the people there. I loved it. Obviously it was still selective. We only ended up with like 110 people, which is still like a very crazy amount, but like was selective of those 110 people to make sure that they were intentional and that they're like constantly in our lives like on, I would say like a weekly or monthly basis. Does your husband support your content creation? Yes, he does. He loves that I am able to do this on the side. Obviously it's an extra stream of income, which is obviously nice every once in a while, but he just loves that I've been able to like create this platform and I have all these opportunities for me to work with these brands that I've always looked up to. So he's a huge supporter within all of this. What's your favorite wifey duty? I would say like cooking a good meal and like making sure my man is fed after a long day at work. He wakes up at 4, he gets back at 2 p.m. every day. So I just like want to make sure like he's fed, he's happy. I feel like that's been like my favorite thing and just like taking care of him and like nurturing him because he does it to me so well. It puts me in my feminine, which makes me want to put him in his masculine and it just, ooh, it just works so well. I love it. Who picks up the dog poop in your house? I feel like it's mainly me because I'm home all day with the dogs. So I typically take them out and I pick up their poop. Does your husband like LV too? Yes, he totally does like LV. I feel like I definitely helped kickstart that when we came together because I'm just an LV fiend and I've been shopping at LV for years and just designer in general. So I feel like me being into that has helped him dive more into that, but in his own authentic way of what he wants, not what I want, and expressing it how, again, he wants. What's your relationship with your in-laws? My in-laws are amazing. I love them so much. They're definitely like not close. They're in South Carolina, so not the closest ever, like distance-wise, but we do our best to like communicate over text and like on the phone, and then when they're able to come down here, that's great. My sister-in-law, Madeline, she's amazing. I love her so much. I couldn't ask for like a better sister-in-law who's just like fun and can get like down with me, but like also just like feels like a good best friend. So I love Madeline. It's been cool like being with another family and seeing all the differences and like what the difference in like what people can bring to you and what you can bring to them. Like the lessons learned throughout everything and like the advice that you hear and things like that. That's like the coolest part. Are you Christian? Yes, I am Christian. I have been Christian my whole life and I go to church. Joey and I are in a husband and wife small group. There has been so many good things about dwelling in God, dwelling with God in the center of our relationship that has been like so good for us. How is it being with someone outside of your culture? Ooh, this is a great question. I feel like I get this pretty often about someone asking like, you know, you're fully Middle Eastern, like what is it like being with someone outside of your culture? It's great. I love it. Like I have no complaints. The best thing and like one of my favorite things about Joey is how immersive he has become within my culture with the food and trying things and like that sort of thing, and like the wedding and the belly dancing being there and the hookah and just so many different elements that he fully knows like my culture means absolutely everything to me. I love being Middle Eastern. And he took that and he has like fully immersed himself. Like it's so beautiful. He loves it. And so it's not like really different. He loves all the food. He calls me Habibti like all the time. It's just been really cool like for him to be within the culture, because before being with me, he wasn't like super immersed in Persians and Lebanese culture and that kind of thing. So it's definitely been cool for him, I think, as well, to be immersed in it on a different level and so close with my family. How many kids do you want? I think like 2 or 3, like when that time comes. I think 2 is perfect because it's like 1 for me and 1 for him to take care of. Obviously like, it's both of our kids, right? But like it's just like for traveling, it's like we both got 1 and we can both like keep our eyes on 1. But I will say if I have 2 boys, oof, I'm gonna wanna try for another girl. Or if I have like 2 girls, I'm gonna wanna try for a boy. So honestly, whatever God wants for us is what I'll have, as long as I can have a healthy pregnancy and a healthy delivery and a healthy baby. Like that's literally all I want. That's all I can ask for. But like 2 boys and 1 girl would be elite. Will you still do shopping hauls with your mom? Love her. Yes, definitely will. I need to get her on a little shopping video soon. We do a lot of like videos on TikTok together, but like we definitely need to do like a little YouTube one. I feel like that'd be so fun. Does your husband get along with your family? Okay, yeah, like majorly well. Like I don't even know how he gets along so well with them. I mean, I do, because he's like just such a good person and my family's amazing. But like, yeah, he gets along with them so well. Like sometimes he's more excited to see them than I am excited to see my own parents. I'm like, okay, great. He loves it. Every time we go over to my parents' house for the weekend, it just feels like a vacation. It's so fun. He looks forward to it. Him and my dad have like the best bond ever. It's so cool to see, because I always wanted someone who was like my dad, and then Joey came along and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I love this. So yeah, he gets along with them so well, and seeing him with my nieces and nephews, I love it. And he's great. He's a great guy. What's your workout split? My workout split is really whatever Joey wants to do. I just kind of like let him train me. He is so good at that stuff. And it's great because I just turn my brain off when I get into the gym, and I'm like, hey, whatever we train today is whatever we train, and I'm seeing crazy good results. So whatever he wants is what we do at the gym. How many carats is your ring, natural or lab? That's a great question. I feel like that's such a common question that people want to know the answer to nowadays. So my rings in total are over 3 carats, and they are natural diamond. And to add into that, they are both custom made. Joey was able to custom everything, pick out the diamond that he wanted with our family jeweler, and I was able to pick out the band and everything like that to make sure it was flush. I actually shipped my engagement ring to her before we got our bands, and I love it so much. So those are the details of my ring. That is all the questions that I'm gonna answer today. That was a lot. That is my life update, and that's all you're gonna get right now. There's so many fun, exciting things happening in the future, so be prepared to see more vlogs, more daily life things. Look at Dolce right there, he's so cute. and just like more of my life. And obviously like I'll still do hauls and like that kind of thing, probably a little bit more like on TikTok, but also here on YouTube every now and then. But I want to share more of my life with you guys and more of like my authentic Florida life and what my days look like as a vice president and a wife and a content creator and taking care of the house and things like that. Like I want to share more of that authentic stuff so you guys get to know the real me a little bit better. My quote of the day is to just listen to everything that I said in this video because I feel like there was some wise advice in this video. I love you guys and I'll see you guys in my next video. I post every single Sunday from here on out. I'm a Sunday video girl once a week, and yeah, that's it. Mwah. Bye.